that good athletes win medals every day. On the day of the competition, they just go to collect it. Sachin ji met me at the MCA. So I was just telling him that I'm training for the Ironman. So he looked at me and he said, you know what? You are training more than me.
Now I have with me the Iron Man of real estate. Can you guess who it is? It is Dr. Nayan Shah. He is the chairman and managing director at Mayfair Housing. You know, at that age where some people are slowing down, he is creating benchmarks, whether it is business or fitness. So firstly, doctor, you have been called the Iron Man of real estate industry. Can you please tell us, like, you know, why are you so passionate about, being in fitness, and like, why are you so passionate about fitness? And I have one more question already, sorry. Why are you so passionate about fitness?
I think being fit is a very important part of completeness in a person. So, unless you don't balance everything,
Right.
in the longevity time, you will fall behind. So, I would say people talk of wellness. I talk to myself about longevity.
Wow.
There is a big difference between wellness and longevity.
Right.
Longevity assumes wellness.
Got it. Wow.
So, it's about doing everything together and balancing them. So, there has to be a purpose of your business. There has to be a feeling that whatever I am going to do is going to outlive my life.
Right.
So, everything you see not from the immediate point of view, you think from the long term point of view.
Right.
So, there was a real incident in an Olympic game where it was a single person boat race, and the guy fell in the water. Okay, imagine this is an Olympic real race going to decide the gold, silver and the bronze.
Right.
One athlete stopped the race, went to save that athlete. He didn't think that I'm going to lose my gold medal. He thought of saving that life. And that incident has made that man immortal.
Wow.
So it's all about longevity,
Right.
how you approach your life. And so that's it.
But what would you like to say? Like, you have so much experience. How should one approach life in terms of longevity? What would you want to say on that?
So first of all is your mental thing. So try and do some meditation, any form of meditation.
Right.
Try and be true to yourself and listen to people. Start eating the right kind of things, start doing the right kind of things, start thinking the right kind of things, introspect.
Right.
So it's all about the inner self. So the inner self gives you a lot of reply, and then once you start hearing your inner self, your external life also becomes equally balanced. So that is how it is, and for me the call was very clear. I was very heavy when I was young, so my relatives used to call me a baby elephant.
Oh.
And once I ran a 5,000 meters race, and I was the last man. But that didn't bother me, that I was the last man. I was happy that I completed the race.
Right.
And from that day onwards, I have never looked back.
Wow, that really, it's very inspirational what you've just said. Another question I want to ask you, you keep setting the benchmarks, whether it is fitness, whether it's business. How do you manage that together? How do you keep setting new benchmarks?
So it's like I take life as, that everything should be done. So when you do everything consistently, the result is something which is permanent. And it's like, it was not that Sachin Tendulkar became Sachin when he went to play at 16 years. When he was 8 years old, he started doing so many things.
Right.
So it's like that. So it's just practice, 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 irrespective of whether the game is going to happen So they say, no, I was just telling somebody the other day that good athletes win medals every day. On the day of the competition, they just go to collect it.
That is true. It's definitely true.
I'll repeat, good athletes
Right.
win medals every day while they are practicing.
Right.
On the day of the competition, they just go to collect it.
That is true. That is definitely true. Okay, now lastly, I want to ask you that Mayfair Housing has always stayed ahead. How are you adding fitness and wellness to your upcoming projects? Because fitness and wellness is sometimes ignored and it is very crucial to keep it in the projects. So, what do you want to say on that?
So, as I said, that longevity,
Right.
wellness, fitness, it all starts with the way we approach our customer.
Indeed.
That give him a great asset, make him first feel mentally comfortable. So when Kiara may be, like you may be going for a week tour outside,
Right.
but you are not bothered about your parents, the house is fine, everything is great. When you come back, you have a half Olympic size pool, you have a great garden. So, we try and think of the completeness for our customer,
Right.
where fitness is a very important part of it.
Exactly.
And for all age groups. For a mother who is having a child of 4 months, 6 months from there till his grandparents,
Right.
there is place for everybody over here. And we in Mayfair Virar Garden, we have especially focused on the flora and fauna. So some of the birds that you see in Mayfair Virar Garden are not seen in the whole Vasai Virar region.
Wow.
Because those kinds of bees, those kinds of insects, those kinds of worms are there, and the birds and those kinds of trees are there.
Right.
So as of now in Mayfair Virar Garden, there must be almost 1600 trees, fully grown. So, so this is how we say, so starting from a fitness center within the building to the external environment, in every way we try and take care to see to it that, fitness and wellness and longevity can become part of their life.
Right.
Of course, I love, I love more of endurance sports.
Right.
So something which goes into long distance cycling, long distance running, and people who go for treks, people who go for
Right.
mountaineering, So something which requires grit, something which requires a lot of psychological, strength also. So, of course, I am fond of cricket too, but cricket
Because like
sometimes,
cricket, like
the
in
matches
India.
go until 1 o'clock,
Oh,
2 o'clock,
God.
and I sleep by 9 o'clock, 10
Because
o'clock,
cricket in India is like, oh my God,
Yeah,
kinds.
yeah.
But like another thing I would like to
So,
ask
I'll just tell you, once Sachin ji met me at the MCA,
Right,
Gymkhana. So, I was just telling him that, I'm training for the Ironman. So, it was the only time I have met in my life, just lobby talk,
Right.
kind of. So he looked at me and he said, you know what, you are training more than me.
Wow. My God.
These were his words.
Wow. That's why even I said I am truly inspired by you and I think I have a lot to learn from you. No.
Some of the stretching things that I had kept at the MCA Gymkhana, Sachin ji was using it over there.
Wow. But that's what even I'm saying that I'm truly inspired by you. But can you share your inspiration if you have any, like someone who has inspired you deeply?
Well, I think I must thank my coach, Dr. Patki. Because I think he is my true inspiration.
Right.
Because he is a man who wants to push you to your limits, but within limits, and also psychologically prepare for you in every manner. So, I think the best coach is the one with whom you can relate,
Right.
and with whom you can कि आप कर सकते हो at any age. See, I am above 60.
Right.
So most of the competitions are out for me. But still, how I can think like a young athlete is something that he brings in me.
Right. Wow.